Bud Summers, Guitar Lessons with Bud, and talking about today probably the most important blues lick that you can learn. It serves as both an introduction and an ending. As you heard, I played it 3 times as kind of an introduction or a turnaround, the way you would use it in a song. And then the 4th time I played it, it was as an ending would be. And of course, this is movable. You can do it in any key. But the thing to get the idea of, one of the things is we're playing a couple notes together. I'm using my 2nd and 3rd strings together there. And I've got to know where to go to get my notes for those strings, and it depended upon the key. Now, no matter what key you're in on this, the note that you're going to need on the 2nd string is the 7th of the chord. If you're not familiar with notes, the chords yet, we have a root and a 3rd and a 5th in most of the chords we play, whether it's major or minor. And that 3rd tells us whether it's a major or minor, the distance between the root and the 3rd. We don't always have a 7th in the chord, but in the blues chords, most of the time we do have a 7th. So the blues, it's a little bit of a distinction in there. And it's a dominant 7th chord. And a dominant 7th is just one that, a dominant chord leads to other chords. It's the simplest way I can think of to explain it. If it's a dominant chord, it's going to lead to something else. It's kind of an unsettled chord. And that's what you get when you have it. See how that kind of resolves right there? Boom. Yeah, okay, we're all right there. And that's the turnaround to send you back to the next verse. Okay? All right, so what we need to do is we need to be able to find the 7th of whatever chord. Now, if you know your E chord, I think you're probably pretty familiar with that. And if you're familiar with that, hopefully you're familiar with using it as a bar chord too, where you just put your 1st finger down and then your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers will form just like an E, only the example I did at the very beginning, I just put it in the key of A. I just moved it up to the 5th fret and did it there. You do it anywhere. But here's the thing. The note on the 5th string in your regular chord, and on the 2nd string, you can check this. There's your regular E chord. 2nd string is open in it. That note there is a B. You know the 2nd string open is a B. I think you already know that, but that's the 5th of the chord. Okay. If I go here and play an A, the note on the 2nd string now is an E. That's the 5th of an A chord. You know where the 5th is, then it's under your bar. So all you have to do to find the 7th is go up a minor 3rd. A minor 3rd is 3 frets. It's right under your fingers. Okay? Now my 4th finger took me there. I'm just going to look at that spot and make sure I've got it in my head where that is, and I'm going to put my 1st finger there. You could put your 2nd finger. I wouldn't recommend putting your 3rd, but your 1st or 2nd finger, either one works fine there. And then you've got that note, and then your note on the 3rd string is going to be the next fret down. Boom. Whatever key you're in again. Now, for this lick in the key of A, I like to use my 2nd and 3rd fingers for those notes. So again, I'm just choosing to be in the key of A. I'm taking my E form that I know. I'm going up to the 5th position, laying down my E chord. I'm looking at that note is the note on the 2nd string. I know it's the 5th of the chord. Walk it up there, and I've got my notes that are going to kick off this lick. Let's try it in a different key. Let's go to the key of C. Using Again, the E form, E, F, G, A, B, C. B to C is a half step. Remember, your only half steps are E to F and B to C. So E, F, F, G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step. Okay. There's my note on the second string. Walk it up chromatically. And the fourth finger is there. I'm just going to slide. I'm going to put my second finger in its place. And then I need a finger over here on the third string. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now we need to learn how to play the lick. I think you know where to find it now. I'm going to go back to the key of A. Walked my way up there. I'm going to take my second finger and put it on the second string, and I'm going to put my third finger on the third string. You can do different things with your pick. You can I'm kind of alternating between them, or you can do a down up. That's very easy to do. Or you can just hit them both. Or even up. However you want to do it. Okay, that's part one. And then you just take your first finger and lay it down at the 7th fret. Okay. And then go back to our 5th position, which is where our chord form is, and that's going to get us back into our main position for this. And we take our first finger and lay it across, and then hammer our second finger on the 3rd string. So again, we've got, whoops, sorry. Okay, again, the A form, or the E form to give us an A chord at the 5th fret. Walk it up, second finger there. Okay, and then that's just our 5th string. That gets us to our 5. Now, if you know the 9th form, an E9 form, that's what I'm doing right here. You can do an E7 form using the C7 form to play an E there. Whatever you want to do. Or you could even just play. You don't have to have the chord. You can just play. That's fine. If you know the chord and want to do it, that's fine. I like to have that in there, that offbeat accent thing. Okay, so we've got when you're ready to end, you go that far. And then just, I've got an A sharp there. Same form, just a fret higher. Boom. I would do that at the ending, okay? So, to apply this now to a song, what do you think of that? Little blues lick. It's probably the most important blues lick that you can learn. Getting to know it in different keys. just in the key. All right, I'll see you next time.